So today we are going to start our Jousting Knights. So we're going to create something that looks like this today. And we're just going to focus on the drawing of the horse and the knight. And then next week we'll add some more details, background, and then introduce watercolor, okay? So we have kind of two I can statements. So today I'll learn about medieval times so that I can draw a jousting knight. And you're also going to learn about line and shapes so that I can draw a variety of lines and shapes to create my knight. So even though this might seem complicated, it's really not. We're going to be following this sheet, which will give you the close-ups of the head. And then here's the jousting knight, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is write my name, Mrs. K, and my class code on there. Then I'm going to turn it around. Now I want my paper to be, well, I want it either tall or horizontal, okay? It really doesn't matter. This sample here is showing that it's horizontal, and this one here is, vertical, and this one here is showing that it's horizontal. So it really doesn't matter to me which way you do this. So I'm going to do horizontal just because I feel like it's gonna fit on the screen a little bit nicer for you all to see. So we're gonna start with step one. And so you're gonna start with the horse's back, and then you're gonna draw 3 lines to form a trapezoid, okay? Up and over and down, for the body. So we're gonna do the horse's back, so you can see right here, we kind of have an angle here, and a little drape going down there, and then the horse's back is gonna go here, and then down. A couple things I want you to be noticing, and this is gonna be like a fabric, so it can kind of ripple a little bit. One thing I want you to notice, it's pretty large. It's about the length of my hand. It's also, I have it about that line. The back is about halfway through the paper, so I have room for my knight and then the legs of the horse, okay? So kind of not quite in the center, it's in the lower center part, and then that's fine. So I've got the horse's back. I'm doing this with pencil so I can adjust it. And this is where I'm gonna draw that trapezoid. So it's gonna be the knight. So we're gonna draw a line up here and here, and then across here. Now I could make it a little bit higher if I wanted, or lower, it's fine. And then we have an upside down kind of U, and that's gonna be his shoulder, okay? 2, on top of the body, draw another trapezoid for the helmet. Tip, the body should extend above the horse's head. So the horse's head will be like right here. So I definitely want this to be a little bit wider. So I'm gonna draw a little line, another trapezoid up here. Almost looks like a lampshade to me. Okay, and I can erase this as I go, or I'm not. It's up to you. 3, draw a cut out of the helmet for the nose. Yes, just the nose. So you're gonna have a little cut out here. It's gonna go here, down, and over. Because most of the face when you're jousting should be covered by the helmet, okay? 4, draw the upside down letter U for the upper arm. Draw the lower arm extending beyond the body, okay? So we're gonna have this arm here, kind of coming out. This one's gonna come back here. Connect those, and then they even have this little part here on the helmet. It's gonna be that fun little, it's gonna be like a little curve, like a U shape like this. And it's gonna come down and curve like that, okay? 5, draw the S starting in the top middle of the helmet. On the outside of the letter S, draw a curved line towards the helmet. To draw the leg, draw 1 short leg and 1 longer leg, okay? Angled towards the front of the horse's body. And it says draw a pie shape for the knee and 2 more lines for the calf, and then draw a foot, okay? So we're gonna finish up this. Let's make sure you can see all this little helmet part here. So I'm gonna have another little part coming down like that. We're gonna have his little nose coming here. It's gonna be a pretty big nose, kind of exaggerated, and a little eye here, okay? If you wanna draw more of a realistic eye, that's fine. Then we're gonna draw the leg. So we're gonna start with the back side here. We're gonna do a little angled line here. The next one's not gonna be quite this far, okay? It's gonna come right here. Okay, we're gonna draw kind of a pie shape, like a piece of pie. There, that's gonna be the knee. And then down here, we're gonna draw kind of a U shape. And then the little foot. It's gonna come like this. You can make it bigger. Make my foot a little bit bigger here, okay? So then they actually show you the start. I don't know if it's easier to show you this way. The start of the horse's details on the body here. But I'm gonna flip it over for the head piece. So this back side kind of gives you the head on how to draw the horse head. So the horse head will be like right in here, so at that angled line, okay? So at this back here, I'm gonna draw a line up, okay? And then over, and then kind of like a U shape down, and then back. So then they got a little bump here, okay? So that'd be the horse head, and then the front of the horse, the neck would be here. So my neck's a little bit on the short side, so he can look over the head. I might feel like it's too short, so I might move this. I could redraw it, but I think if I just move like that blanket, it will make the head or the neck longer, okay? Then they just have like a circular eye here with like a little line here and a little line. He looks kind of sad. And then they have a little V, upside down V for his ear, okay? And then they have like a curve here. I know it looks like a kind of a hat, a witch hat or something like that, because a real horse, when they're jousting, they'd have their face covered. And then right here in front of the nose would be a little line, and then the nostril of your horse. So this part right here around the horse's head would be protecting the horse, okay? So my horse looks a little sad. So I don't know, I might change that up a little bit. I don't want him to look angry. I don't want him to look mad, but yeah, he looks a little serious. So it kind of depends on, like this one, the angle of the eye is like that, so he looks very fierce. Okay, then once you have that, then we can add kind of like a curve. We can exaggerate this curve. We can leave it just like that. We can have another little line along here, adding some detail. Okay, and that's all they show on this little sample here, but I'm gonna look at this one because you can see he's holding a shield. Okay, so he's gonna hold a shield, so you won't be able to see a lot. So I have these, which is some real basic shield designs. It's completely up to you of what you wanna do on your shield. But I'm gonna do this one where I kind of have a curve there, and it's gonna kind of come down here and there. Then the shield would be in front, so you wouldn't even see the hand. Then you can decorate it with your initials or something that you would think would be interesting. And then the legs of the horse, you can have, like mine shows plenty of legs. So some of yours, you may not have a lot of room. So I can have like a horse, like leg coming out here with its, so he's running that way. I can have another little horse leg coming out this way. These look kind of like silly horse legs. I'm not sure about the sample that they have there, but I might have some visuals that will help us out a little bit more. I kind of need a visual. I don't think I've drawn a horse. Goodness, I can't even think of how long. So the hooves are not quite right. And then the tail, his backside seems really big. So I'm gonna make this kind of coming down here. And then I can have the tail coming out here and there. Just to make it look interesting. My horse has kind of squatty legs, so I'll find some visuals because this is gonna drive me nuts. But I follow along with the worksheet with this part, so I'm gonna leave that just the way it is. and I will find some visuals for horses' legs and lower half so that you can have a more successful one. Now this one here, they drew it so it was way down here. So they did not draw the legs other than a couple little lines. So maybe you'll luck out with that. But with mine, this will bother me. So I need to have a visual of a horse, and then I'll fix that up. So, but everything at the top, I'm gonna pretty much keep. If you like what you have today, you can then take your Sharpie, and you can Sharpie anything that you like. If you don't like something, we'll kind of adjust or tweak it for next time. But just do your best, and that's all that I ever care about, is for you to do your best work, okay? And then eventually we'll erase the parts that we don't want. So that's one great thing about using pencil, is you can fix things afterwards and kind of tidy things up that was bothering you initially, okay? So that's what we'll be focusing on today.